Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland, and our World of War series on the channel. And as you can see, Luchevoy died in the minutes between the last episode ending and this one beginning. I only moved forward just a few minutes here, so that was just funny timing, I suppose. But we're going to go ahead and place down his tombstone right away. I guess we can't yet until the funeral, I imagine. Yes, seems like it. So we'll go ahead and do that once it's available. We also have Zivka's over here. We might as well go ahead and move it down to this area. And now we have a new queen. So we have Neptera finally, one of our youngest rulers so far. And we also have our first true born heir, so to speak, with Edric, who is actually Neptera's child. So we're going to go for fertile here. And I don't even know what our population overall is. Looks like we're 75% of the way there, so that's pretty good. So we're at around maybe 80 or so people, which is pretty good. And otherwise, we do have a few issues. So as you can see, Evermere is being attacked by Ottawa here. This isn't a big army. We should be able to deal with this, but we don't have Luchevoy, which makes it a bit of an issue. And we also have this bandit camp attacking Paris. And finally, we have Budapest. I think it's Budapest, or I guess Brussels, trying to attack Letos. I guess Brussels is actually independent now, so that's not too big of a force. That should be manageable. We just have to kind of decide what order we want to deal with everything. I think we're going to defend Evermere first, since it is quite close, and then we can hopefully make it over to. Actually, we may want to. I think we're gonna have to go to Paris first. I don't even know if we can make it in time. But yeah, they should be able to deal with this, actually. But we don't really want a chance that they're going to lose too many forces, so that's probably what we're going to do. And I think the only one we can send is Dana, I think. Oh, okay, we have Villamir, that's right. I would really like to get a better commander, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of want to see if we hire this guy, if the same thing's going to happen. We have extra money. It's not going to be too detrimental if I am correct here, and if this actually if this is actually bugged and we just constantly are only going to be able to hire one command skill knights, but we'll see. So either way, let's go ahead, put together a nice little army here. We'll just fill the squad, and we'll hit auto here, create, and go ahead and send. Actually, let's see what our percent chance of success is here. 66, okay. So let's go ahead and send this, and hopefully we can make it from Paris over to Evermere before it gets auto-resolved. I think we probably can, but it's going to be close for sure. Okay, and look at this. We got ourselves yet another Varn free lord that we can hire, and she's decent enough at command that even if our knights don't work out, we could actually use her, and she is also quite intelligent and a good manager. So this is one of our probably better lords that we've been able to hire so far. And we could actually start to flatter her right away to make it easier to hire her, but we'll just have Dana go ahead and hire her first, and then we'll start the flattery so that we can make her into one of our actual lords. And once again, we will be entirely with females as far as our lords go. Of course, Edric, once he comes of age, will be our sole male for the time being. Okay, and we do have to pick a new instructor here for the training ground. I guess we're going to go for Sveta Zera. That's going to be hard to pronounce. I'll probably just call her Zvet. We'll pick her because even though she is a little older than Neptera, Neptera has a lot of other things going on, and we probably won't be using her as a commander. So we'll just go with Svet here. And we also have this battle to go to as well, and that's actually Evermere. Okay, so we don't have a battle just yet. It looks like Paris already got defeated as well. I didn't even realize that. Or I guess maybe they won, but they lost a lot. So let's go ahead and send our army instead towards Vassal here. Now here we are at the trader, and we have 28 warriors right now, so we only probably need about 14 of our medical cells for the time being. As you know, the rule is for right now we want to have about half of the medical cells for our army just in case a lot of them get injured. More than likely you're not going to have more injured than that, so probably don't need more. And otherwise, just sell the daggers, sell a few more bows, buy some maces in their place, and buy a little more flour. I really wish that our production would increase, but it's not going to happen at the moment, so just have to deal with it. Now, as far as knowledge goes, we haven't been needing a whole lot else. I don't know if we still have the mine learned. We may want to check, though, because I know our mine actually got burnt. I think in the last episode, I think it just caught fire. Doesn't look like we know it, so that is probably why that caught on fire. Let's go ahead and rebuy it. Neptera. So let's go mine. We'll buy that. And otherwise, we could actually start to sell a few of these prisoners now, because we do have most of our workplaces sorted out. We'll just sell a few more of these more expensive ones. Now, since Svet here is actually quite intelligent, we may have her go on something a little more difficult. She can't learn anything Caden. However, she probably could learn something like hop field efficiency, or even recruits, or probably mace stun is probably the best to get that back into our knowledge set, because we are going to be doing a lot of combat from here on out in the series. Okay, and here it is. Luchevoy is being put to rest, or, you know, set on fire, which is kind of the same thing in this game. And everybody is mourning him, and we'll go ahead and place his grave. These do cost 50 gold, but, you know, not too big of an issue for us. We do still have a pretty solid amount of money, although we are going to want to start making more by taking out more bandit camps soon. Okay, now Dana has finished learning Weapon Forge. They put her on Granary. We're going to move that. I think she's the one with Caden, right? Yes. So we should probably have her learn axe proficiency. She is 11 intelligence. She should be okay to do that. Or even Caden training to increase at the training field the experience there. We don't yet have axes, so we are going to go with Caden training first. And then we'll probably start to work on axe proficiency. Now, we are going to place this weapon forge right away, but we aren't going to let it be built just because we don't actually have all the pieces that we need. We need coal, and we're going to need to start smelting some steel as well. It looks like ragged ones are attacking the city. I didn't even see this notification, but they are here right now, so that's not too good. Actually, that is pretty bad, since we are currently away with our main army. So, let's see. What can we do about this? We may have to just put all these prisoners into our army, first of all. And who can actually lead? So Svet can actually lead. And Dana can lead. Are there 3 squads, or are they, well, 3 directions or 2 directions? It looks like 2. Okay. So that's something. This one is 10. So this one's probably going to be 16, or maybe even a little bit more than that. So we do need to have Dana probably go in this direction. And I don't even know. I don't think this is enough. I just don't think this is enough. So we're going to have to hire somebody. These are pretty expensive. These are actually really expensive. This one in particular is super expensive. I think because of the equipment that they already have. So we're going to need... This is actually quite difficult. We could go with a loyalist, but I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea. This is actually very, very worrisome. We may have to just kind of go for it. Maybe just have Dana... let's see. Actually, we could just maybe make use of these towers this time. So, let's see. Automatic archer deployment. Crossbows preferred. It looks like it can only hold 3. Call warriors. Call warriors. Take off the regular bows, use crossbows. Okay, so that'll be 6. So we'll let that get filled up, and then we'll turn the rest into an actual army. So 1, 2, it looks like we can do 3. Okay. So like this. And we will put Svet in there as well. Create. Okay, and this will kind of be our, you know, our contingency in case these towers don't do very well, and they probably won't, honestly. We'll probably set them up right here. Now, luckily, we are pretty close to Evermere, but it's not going to matter because there is no way... Oh, and they actually ended up getting burnt anyways, apparently. But we managed to make it over to them, I guess. So that's a little strange. Just apparently 1 minute or so behind. Let's go ahead and run on in, take care of them. Yeah, they did manage to loot our village, 100%, which is rather annoying, but as long as we can take out these here, that should actually be pretty good. He surrendered, unfortunately. Okay, so we captured 2. And we are not going to get home for 6 hours, so it's not going to really help us anyways. Now let's see. How many are in this direction? Actually, it's only 12. That's not so bad. That's not so bad at all, actually. Maybe these archer towers can take care of most of this then, but probably not all of it. Let's go ahead and speed things along until they get down here. Where's our squad? Right here. Okay. Is that everybody? Is everybody involved? Looks like we're missing 2. Okay, let's go ahead and add them into our squad. You and you. Okay, and Otto. There we go. Alright, looks like these guys are almost certainly going to make a pass. Let's just run in then. These ones are getting killed pretty quickly, luckily. Now this tower is going to probably end up getting burnt down. And this field as well, which is a little annoying. And this is the thing again about ragged ones. We're not going to probably make anything out of this, and yet they are able to burn down our towers. They're able to burn down our fields. And yeah, it's nothing but tedious, which is rather annoying. So either way, let's go ahead and speed things along. Let Dana take care of these guys, and hopefully these guys don't manage to burn too much. Okay, and it looks like that squad is now taken care of. Let's go ahead and go for these guys now. It looks like just these 6 made it out alive. There we go. Why are they not going? Okay, so that is done now. We lost a hop field, not too bad. And our towers actually survived. So not anything I'm going to complain about, honestly. This could have gone a lot worse, so we'll take it. Now, something to think about is that if you do call the warriors to your towers, you actually do have to deploy them or remove them yourself. So, something to keep in mind. So, probably best to just leave the automatic archer deployment on here now then, just so that we don't end up having archers stuck up there. Now, Velimir has made it back. Letos has not been attacked yet, luckily, so we're going to go ahead and send assistance over there. And it'll just be Velimir, and we'll send the max that he can take. Actually, we'll keep these ones with inflamed wounds behind because we don't want them to die. This guy also has a wound, so hopefully he doesn't die, but it shouldn't cause him to die. And we'll just fill up the squad. There we go. Auto their weapons. Okay, now Vassal here is actually a strong commander. I would like to find a way to get him to join us, but so far if we release him, he'll just return home. I don't know if maybe increasing his... I know it used to be that if you would increase their loyalty, but loyalty isn't really a thing anymore. It's just based on relations. So I don't know if maybe we release him after we have a strong relation with him. Maybe he will stay here. Right now he hates Neptera, of course. Not too surprising. But we may try to increase that. Maybe we just flatter him. Let's start there. Okay, and actually I changed my mind. He is 63. I didn't even realize that. He is very old. So we're just going to go ahead and release him. It's possible they will offer a ransom. I guess they are now. Okay. 1,100. We're going to take that. Absolutely. Doesn't matter if we send a messenger here. I would prefer to actually just send a messenger. We have the paper anyways. It says currently collected 860. We could wait. I don't know why it says that when they actually have enough in their city, but either way, we may just go ahead and take this now, before they run out of money. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and send a messenger to do it. Okay, now we can finally grant Svet here a title. And now we have Svetzera here as one of our ladies of the realm, and I'm actually thinking maybe we just send her off. Maybe we just let her be our next vassal. She is pretty good at everything, of course, so it would be nice to keep her, especially for the command. And that may be the one reason that I do want to keep her, but honestly, we do need to keep expanding the realm as well, so I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to send her on her way. Okay, it looks like we may end up being late again. 9.5 hours to get over here to Letos, and this is Brussels right here. Can't really click on them, but they have a force of 9 and an average of 15 combat skills. So this may actually be Letos being taken from us, and if that happens, then we lose Sophia as well, and we can't even take care of the city. So hopefully we can make it before this gets auto-resolved, but I'm not too sure. Okay, and it got auto-resolved essentially immediately. I didn't know that happened with defenses. But Letos won. So I don't really, yeah, I don't even know what to say about that. Letos beat Brussels all on their own, so I'm happy about that for sure. We're going to go ahead and attack this bandit camp on the way home, I think. It's saying 58%. Maybe we'll attack the smaller one instead. And here we are at the trader. We'll sell a few more bows. Actually, we'll probably just sell all the bows. We don't really need them. We have tons of maces now. Get rid of the spears as well, and a bunch of these daggers. And we'll keep all of the medical salves for now. And we could even start to sell a little bit of flavorful ale. I don't mind if it gets used on the warriors, but we don't really need every single warrior to be given flavorful ale every day either. So we'll just do that. And we will need to figure out which one of these we want to get rid of, but we will get rid of the Caden ones. There we go. And now that is too much, so we will buy a little flour, and we'll buy another paper as well. And let's see here. What's this? Ointment of durability. Enhances durability of wood and iron joints, reducing the chance of weapon breakage. Okay. That's good. We will take that. And that looks good to me. Now, do we have the workshop? Because this keeps getting broken down. I should probably check. I thought we did. It looks like we do not. Yes, it looks like we don't have that, so we will go ahead and buy that. Okay, so we got 860 for Vitasil. I would say that was actually kind of worth it. We do lose out on the herbs for a little bit, but even though it got burnt, I would say that getting that 860 gold actually makes it pretty worth it. Thank you for attacking us, Ottawa. Okay, and we got Zivalad here, and as you can see, 1 command skill. So I don't know. I think this may be bugged. I don't think this is how this definitely isn't how it used to be. And it didn't say anything in the patch notes that I saw about this, so it could just be a bug. Hopefully it is just a bug and they decide to fix that, because I think that is truly terrible. You pay 500 gold and you get a 1 command skill commander. That is just terrible. And it doesn't say anything about it, so yeah, I don't know. I think it would be better if you hired a mercenary and they just had a chance to also be a commander. That would probably be a lot better. We're going to go ahead and hire this Varn, though. We need to bolster our army again, and I don't really want to hire any of these peasants, but we will hire all of these prisoners. Now, we also got the script tonic here, and the only thing I see right now is happiness of prisoners. This would make it so there are no possible prisoner uprisings. We don't really have a problem with that, and they just try to escape. I've never seen a prisoner uprising. Maybe it's... yeah, so if it's the average mood of the prisoner population is below 25. I've never seen one actually happen. I think you have to have a lot of prisoners for it to really be a chance of happening. Otherwise, they will just leave. We already have fresh start, I believe. Yes, I believe we already have that. There is correct cutting. That would actually be pretty good to have, I think. And let's see, is there anything else here? Probably no. We will just take the correct cutting then. Hopefully we didn't already have that. I feel like, I know I've had it in the past. Yeah, okay, we don't. Okay, so that was worth it to at least get. Okay, now Svet settled her city, and it's called Gorno. So we now have a total of 4 vassals, and they are all growing pretty nicely, if I do say so myself. And I think the next one we would go for is this one, so that we can start to unlock this entire continent. But the main issue is that we now have a direct border here with Cape Town, so that's a little worrisome. Hopefully Gorno will not immediately get attacked. If it does, then at least we already have a friend, and we could probably take this back, and then we would have very good relations with the vassal anyways, so it's worth it to fight for Gorno, I think. But either way, we have this bandit camp now. We'll just run on in. I'm not going to make you watch it because it's going to be no issue whatsoever. Okay, we managed to capture 1, and we got a few weapons and about 100 gold as well. Okay, now it looks like Ottawa is going to attack another of our villages again, and we're going to get attacked by marauders as well, so we're going to have to stay home for a while. Luckily, we are apparently getting a little bit of reinforcements from Paris, and I don't think we're getting any from anywhere else now. But it looks like the ruler of Cape Town died, so hopefully they will be a little bit weaker for a time. Okay, and we are getting a new prophecy, and this one is smallpox, apparently. So every 5 days, or for 5 days, every resident of your city may contract a deadly disease with a 10% chance per day. It can be treated with medical salves, but it may lead to blindness. So this is going to be for 3 to 5 days. So hopefully not too many of our people die from this. We're not going to allow them to have medical salves anyways. It costs a little bit too much. So if we do have a lot of people get smallpox, they will probably end up dying. Hopefully it doesn't cause us to lose too much of a population. Okay, and funny enough, London is actually reinforcing us, despite the fact that Ottawa is choosing to attack us, so that's kind of funny. I know they're defending our village, or they're attacking our village, and London is defending our city from marauders, but I still find that a little bit funny. Now, as you can see, Neptera is actually pregnant again. This was a little bit of a decision. So basically, since she is agnostic, I figured that her sins wouldn't affect her mood too much, and also I could probably just fix her relation with Ammonosier at another time, and this would get us another child, which would allow her to have another heir, an heir and a spare, I suppose. So I decided to go ahead and let her just have some fun with a peasant, and of course that costs her a little bit of money, but she has the money to spare, so now we have a potential another heir on the way. Okay, now we're getting a little unlucky again on the timing. As you can see, the marauders are going to arrive in about 9 hours, and Ottawa is going to hit our village in about 8. So, unfortunately, we're going to probably have to let Stormwatch get burnt. We can't really let the marauders attack our city with even a single soldier left out. And also, Letos is about to get attacked again by Brussels, who only have 19 soldiers, so I don't even think they're going to be much of an issue. But we may want to try and send some reinforcements there after the marauders are done attacking us. Okay, as you can see, we have another free lord. She is a Tanea this time, but we do just need extra spare free lords to settle a lot of cities very quickly, so we're just going to go ahead and hire her, honestly. She is 325 gold, so that seems worth it. Okay, and now we have these marauders, and we luckily have some nice reinforcements, but we are going to need every single man, except, of course, our ladies here, but we are going to fill up this squad, and actually, we'll go ahead and have 2 squads. Zivalad? Zivalad, there we go. And we will auto this one first, and auto this one second, and create both. And this should be enough, hopefully. I mean, I hope this is enough. This is 50 soldiers nearly, so hopefully we don't lose too much. And let's go ahead. Oh, we do have the trader. We're just going to exit out of that, and we will deal with that probably in the next episode. And go ahead and just rush on in here. Not going to bother protecting anybody. Everybody needs to get in here and do as much damage as they possibly can. Not doing anything too special. Looks like this is not going so well for us. But we have taken down a few soldiers now, and everybody is in the mix now. Yes, there we go, okay. Perfect. Okay, there it is. Did any of them even survive? I guess we'll see in a second. We may even be able to make it to this battle in time. We're gonna try. We may as well try. Go ahead and send our aid, and we will send Zivalad. It looks like the other person actually died. But we will send as many people as we possibly can. And that will have to be done in the next episode, and same with the trader, and same with defending Letos. So that is it. Hopefully we get a nice bit of weaponry and things like that from these marauders and everything. Go ahead and disband this really quick. And otherwise, yeah, we have Fena now, and we are making our way to the far, far east, and I think we may even decide to maybe take Budapest or Rome soon. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode, so, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.